It looks like there were no additional armies out here. I'm mistaken on the army led by Victor Lesage for an army that should be somewhere stationed here. It looks like they were moved to Munich so fast. I have mistaken them for somebody else. In any case, it's time for us to finish our movements and wait further. So far so good against the war with Genoa. We are moving forward quite intensively. It looks like the Russians will be trying to pass Moldova and will be moving into our territories there. So as you can see, they will try to be offensive as much as possible in this case. We'll soon be able to siege Königsberg, currently held by Genoa, and this will be just fine. Here we are going to face these Hindu warriors, Parki infantry, the Maratha Confederacy troops. Look at this general right there. It's one of the best generals out in the world with like 10 stars. Right behind Halival. He's leading elephants. In any case, this colony right here will soon be his, and further colonies too. Maybe Maratha Confederacy will satisfy with these two colonies and won't be moving any further. It's unclear how this is gonna go. In any case, Papal States will support our religious efforts here. Now, what an interesting choice by our enemies. It looks like they are attacking this settlement. One army would reinforce us, however, this army may never ever reach the battlefield itself. In any case, it looks like they won't be able to reach it and will just lose the city, even if I fight manually. It's unclear if I'll get the reinforcements, and waiting there for 20 or so minutes while we wait for reinforcements may not be the best idea, so I'm just going to let this one pass. It looks like Genoa was a lot smarter than I initially thought, and that's due to the fact that they have successfully retreated into their own territory instead of trying to defeat us. Okay, so these are Genoa's forces, and it looks like their forces are nearly not as effective as I thought. Let's go into this battle and get rid of this presence of theirs here. If we win this decisively, there is absolutely no hope for them to stay put or to even effectively defend themselves there. No doubts about that. We will surely be able to squeeze them. Okay, unfortunately we don't know where exactly they are. In any case, let's just deploy further forward and wait. Okay, it looks like everything is just absolutely beautifully perfect for us. Now, what does that mean? That means that we'll just be marching forward straight line, and not so long from now will engage them. So, the war against Genoa so far is very much a success. Let's charge everybody in our enemy's lines. As you can see, they have lost their formation here, and we are going to use this opportunity, and we are going to attack into them now. So as you can see, their brigades are spread out in formations. At least two of ours will fight one of them. The reinforcements are coming from here now due to the fact that our troops are running. Their artillery won't be as effective. So you can see there in the distance that they are relatively tough, and to negate that, we're just simply going to send ourselves additional reinforcements right here. Okay, and our grenadiers here will make sure that their cavalry is at bay. Okay. So far so good. Just as I suspected, two of our brigades fighting one of theirs is going to be too much for them. Enemy general killed. This war the enemy has been killed. Was directing his troops on the field of battle, weakening his army considerably. And so as you can see, we are doing the right thing right there. Okay, these two brigades are not really of much use here so far. In any case, the artillery could as well move on their artillery. I would like that very much. Okay, these guys need to run through the lines. I need them through. Okay. Now, these brigades right here need to find more enemies that they can successfully engage. Okay, it looks like my two cavalry regiments have been able to break through all of this line, and some of my troops from here, I want them in battle against these. What's that? Enemy general killed. For 1 second there I thought my own general has died, because I'm sending my general here to fight these. But it looks like these artillerymen, but it looks like my troops were, my general troops were able to fight this off. Now, as you can see, my my brigades here are having very difficult time fighting these troops out, so let's make sure that cavalry charge changes this by quite a bit. Okay, so far so good. These grenadiers of theirs were making a difference in the balance of power. However, the cavalry charge will soon fix it. Now we'll be attacking their artillery regiments here, and it looks like after this it's all over. They do not have nearly enough strength here, and we're going to use that advantage that we currently have, and we'll be further attacking into their lines. Our general unit here has suffered tremendous casualties. In any case, we'll try to get rid of most of the troops that they currently hold that are still in effect. Look at that. That looks like an old church. And an interesting building. Yeah, that looks like a church, unless it's some kind of a monument. In any case, these windows right here had to be incredibly huge. So these guys right here have weapons on horseback, right? They're horse riders, and they will shoot up and hack to pieces all retreating enemy troops. In here, look at that. If they shoot this into that line, it's going to be ugly. But it looks like they will not, and we will prevail. Here's one of our grenadiers. So, grenadiers are very, very good melee fighters. They are sort of a elite units within the military itself, so pretty much soldiers that you would consider to be better or above other soldiers. In any case, the battle has been very, very successful. We have gained a heroic victory. Obviously the enemy attacked us, so they were not cohesive, they were divided, and this in turn gave us the victory we needed so much. That's Cherokee nations. Trade road traded. So that's one of the trade roads that are being raided, unfortunately. So even less money from trade, obviously. That's not going to be good. The College of New Jersey. The pioneering spirit so vital for survival on the American frontier is to be furthered by learning and the quest of knowledge, following the foundation of the College of New England in the town of Elizabeth. The new college will provide training for Presbyterian ministers under the presidency of Mr. Jonathan Dickinson, himself an active minister in the Presbyterian Church. Though it has a strong Christian element and its heart, the college's charter is unique in its statement that any person of any religious denomination whatsoever may attend. Though the first year students number only 10, and these attending classes in Mr. Dickinson's parlor, it is anticipated that the college will grow from strength to strength in years to come. As we already know, the trade road is being blockaded. However, that's not the same trade road, it's totally different trade road, obviously. This will neglect additional 1,000 that we currently make from trading with Ottoman Empire. We are suffering from more raids in this territory right here. And we have successfully gained more technological advancement here. This nation has made a major advance in their manufacturing technology, placing them one step ahead of their rivals, for the time being at least. The use of steam pumps to drain marsh and low-lying land for agriculture. There is always a growing demand for food and finite amount of land that it can be grown. With new steam-powered pumping machines and cunningly laid out ditches, it becomes possible to drain land previously considered impossible to use. Water runs downhill, but where there is no downhill, it must be lifted and carried away by man's artifice. A steam pump can raise water at a rate no animal or manpower contraption can possibly match. In Europe, the Dutch were naturally enough, given their geography, the experts on drainage, using windmills to move water into higher channels where it could flow away. These, however, relied entirely on the wind. The steam-powered beam engine used to drain mine workings had no such weakness and continued to pump as long as it had water and fuel. In Britain, the beam engine not only allowed the drainage of land, but also eased the problems of canal construction and routing. Next technology under research, the juice and sauerkraut. Okay, let's go here into our research and see what else can be researched here. So our research, as you can see, is starting to hit the cap, because we're not building, we're fighting so much, we're not building anything. And that's bad. That's really bad. Army destroyed. Right here, unfortunately, they will certainly move on to Parambira, Dutch Guinea, with their additional forces. It cannot be stopped, not yet. We've just got a spy agent right here. We don't really need it much. Region lost, port blockaded, units recruited, and a rebellion in Austria. Okay, so here are the rebels. As you can see, they will be trying to fight for independence. Workers on strike in Lithuania, but successfully for us, they've just got under control by themselves. In any case, there's still another settlement here held by Genoa, but it won't be for as long as we continue our offensive. Here, I'm going to first of all get rid of the troops that successfully retreated into the port area. Ha! Beautifully done right here. Port Memel. This is actually where I'm currently stationed, right there. And I've just cleared out a retreating Genoa's troops here. That's a very powerful dry dock. A dry dock is a large brick and stone basin with a set of water-like gates. Once the ship has floated in, the lock gates are shut and the dock drained. Okay, now that that's done and we are successfully defeating our enemies even further, let's move on the remaining troops here and attack them. There's not that much they can do with such a meager force, obviously. This gives us an opportunity to successfully move on to Königsberg and secure it for ourselves, as we like to do. Let's first of all ask the local population to surrender. And very gladly for everybody, the local population has decided to surrender, and so we shall assimilate them into our glorious empire. It looks like for Genoa this war is going from bad to worse. Let's further chase them and fight them. There should be additional force. Yeah, he's right there, raiding us. We'll get rid of them one by one. Now it's time to send forces here and get rid of these raiders that would otherwise be creating many problems for us. Done. Very successful battles here. It looks like Genoa, slowly but surely, is certainly being kicked out. Okay. Let's move on to Minsk and finish this off. Now, as you can see, there's another nation here called Courtland. Let's find out exactly what they're all about. So it's certainly a minor nation, right here. So Courtland, what do you have? You're currently at war against Sweden, but besides that, there's nothing really. They are certainly hostile towards us. Genoa is slowly but surely being defeated, and will make sure that they stay defeated. Region capture. Your forces have occupied and are now in control of this region. Now it's time for us to think about these rebels. This force right here is very wounded, very weak. They could barely fight. These soldiers right here could fight. Let's send these to Vienna to reinforce the settlement. and all the other armies further east, so that they could successfully move on to a possible engagement in